This movie had an interesting plot, but wasn't very good in my opinion. It's about a deaf girl that is getting stalked by a masked assailant, though he does end up removing his mask because she writes on a window, "Hey, I haven't seen your face. You don't have to do this." But it doesn't work out because he immediately takes his mask off. She doesn't try and block her view or anything, which I would have expected to, try and not want to see your assailant's face. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen that in movies before where people try and take their mask off and they just cover their face at an attempt to hide it because they don't want to see it. Because then that person has more motive to kill them. But she just looks. Um, I will say the plot was a little messy too because her friend leaves to go have dinner with her husband. Next time we see her friend's being killed by herself. We don't get an explanation on how they got split up, um, or how she's being chased by the assailant in the first place. That's just known as the man. Um, how'd they get split up? We later see her husband, and he attempts to, help her, but he gets killed too. But we still don't find out how the fuck they got split up because they were supposed to be having dinner together. So why is it her by herself being killed? I guess they needed some tension breaker later in the movie for him to try and save her, to try and get the plot going. But it doesn't make sense. There are some interesting things like how she's a writer, so she tries to find different endings on how to escape from him without being killed. So we get some scenes like, oh no, if I went this way, I would get murdered, and we actually see it happening. Like, her getting her head bashed in with a rock. It's insane. It's a decent movie at times, but honestly, I just don't think it lived up to the hype. And he was just not a very good killer. I thought he was kind of boring. He had some cool kills, and how sadistic he was pretty cool. But I've definitely seen better killers in movies. Um, of course, she ends up winning, and the movie ends. You know, it was fine. It could have been better. It's such a unique plot. I'm very disappointed that it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.